Hey, today I'm not playing any guitar. It's not a jam. It's not a lesson. Just gonna talk basically. Um, what what tends to happen quite regular is I get an email, um, somebody asking me, about my own background and my own, where a lot of the things I do, on the guitar, where, how does that happen, or how did I, you know, start, and they want to do the same, and sort of thought about it, and really, it really started back when I first started listening to music. I have five main influences. I can look now because I'm old enough. I was born in 1960, so in the mid 60s, mid to late 60s, when I started to listen to music. I started at an early age listening to John Mellon, the Blues Breakers, and Eric Clapton, and Peter Green, early Santana, Cream, Jimi Hendrix. There was just so much great music and guitar playing um, around that time. So it was easy for me to just, there was plenty of opportunity to listen to great music, guitar-based music. Um, it's always been about the song for me. I don't think I've ever listened to a piece of music that I listen to just for the guitar solo. It might be, but I don't think so. I think it's really all about the song, and all the music that I like just happens to include great guitar playing. They probably go hand in hand. It's great musicians writing great songs. So, but I think really my early influences, looking back, and I realise who they were. There's sort of the big five, or the top five, as I would call them. Um, had Eric Clapton, Rory Gallagher, Roy Buchanan, Robin Trower, and Carlos Santana. I would say those would be the main five. Looking at my playing, I can easily see the influence of their playing in my style, or whatever I do. That wasn't a conscious thing. That just so happened to be the music and musicians that I just took to. Uh, but if you want to kind of get into what I do, you sort of skip me and go and listen to what I listen to, and absorb what those guys were doing, because that's what I did, and that's really, you'll get it more from there than you will from me. I'm just copying what everybody else has already done. The big five, those artists, guitar players, um, the, they all had one thing in common. It's a lot of passion, a lot of feeling in their playing and their music, and that's something that, to me, I was always more inspired by. It's not about being impressive. There's a lot of very impressive musicians, guitar players, horn players, piano players. It doesn't matter. The technical ability doesn't matter. It's about the emotion. It's about connecting with the song, with the feeling, with the sound. The sound was the biggest thing probably at the start, just to hear an electric guitar, especially Eric Clapton in the late '60s. For like the Beano album, as they called it, that was a big influence. I'm wanting just to emulate that, wanting to do that myself. So I would say, if you want to kind of get into what I do now, yeah, I'm doing lessons there, and I'm putting stuff out, and obviously you can contact me if you're interested in one-to-one lessons, Zoom, Skype, whatever. But really, what I've done, or where I am, in terms of my guitar playing, it's all been done before, and I'm just stealing from this one and that one. really from anybody and everybody, but those top five, as I say, Roy Buchanan, Rory Gallagher, Eric Clapton, Robin Trower, Carlos Santana, was such an influence in my playing. Um, the strange thing, or not the strange thing, the thing is or was, I've never actually sat down and try, you know, to actually just take their whole thing, their whole style or whatever. I would just absorb the music more. To me, it was more about absorbing and just listening, listen, and just that the more I listened, the more I sort of got to understand about tone, about touch, taste, um, more than actually trying to copy licks. Copying licks means nothing in that regard because I'm not very good at copying other people's licks. I never was. Can't remember them. But I'm quick. Well, let's say I'm quick. It's easier for me to absorb just overall the approach, the attitude, playing with dynamics, playing with emotion, and that's really to me what music is all about. I'm never listening to a CD or a download, or I'm never listening with the intention of just you know, appreciating the wonderful great guitar playing. I'm not. It's about the song and it's about the feeling, and that's basically something I've always aspired to. I think that's the word. I've always tried to do in my own playing. Anyway, I've talked enough. Just want to say thanks very much to anybody who's taken the time to contact me, and all the comments I get on my YouTube channel. We've over 1,000 videos now. There's a lot of content there. But if you've taken the time to sit and write me a message or an email or through Instagram or Facebook, whatever, just thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, special thanks to anybody and everybody who's donated via the my PayPal link. That's always very much appreciated, especially at these times. Anyway, look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. All the best. Cheers.